Regarding the hair, as I mentioned earlier, the shipping was about 6 days. I ordered on a Tuesday of last week, and I got the hair today, which is also Tuesday. And you know, I was able to follow the tracking online through FedEx, and it was great. It told me up to the point that they're walking to the door almost, that where my shipment was. The customer service, well, I was going to say I didn't have to use the customer service, but I did. And the customer service was very up to standard. I'm really a stickler on good customer service. The quality of the hair, I think the quality at this point feels really good. It's very soft. I mean, like butter. It's very soft. It looks like the ends are very soft, are not fried and frayed. The ends are very, you know, very good ends. There's a little, I don't know what to call it, like scragglies at the end, unevenness, but that's fine because once I install the hair or make my cap and then install it, I'll trim it up a little bit so that it, you know, flows properly if necessary. So the cost for the hair, I paid $2.85 for a bundle of 16, 18, and 20 inch. I didn't catch any sales at the time. I was a little anxious and eager. I'd won some money and, you know, wanted to buy me some good hair. So I went directly online and just bought the hair. I wasn't waiting for a sale or anything. It was perfect timing for me to go on my upcoming vacation. So I did that. The hair was it was a bundle of 3, 16, 18, 20 bundle, and then a full lace front closure. The lace front closure is a 13 by 5, and it's also supposed to be in the Brazilian wavy hair, so I'm really excited to get that. I paid $285 up front. I did their financing. I paid $285 up front, and they will take $95 out of my bank account every month for 3 months. So $585-ish. You know, so about $600 for the hair. Now, this hair is supposed to last a year or two. It specifically says that on the website, and you know, all the videos I watch. You got some who say, you know, oh, it's crap, it's junk, it's this and that. I don't think the hair is at all junk. I can just tell that from my initial feel of the hair. But we'll see how long it lasts. I'm really good at making weaves last. Again, this is beauty supply store hair, and right now it's big and untamed. I usually have it in a more tamed style than this, but I just threw it on this morning so I can go to the beauty supply store to get my closure. So, you know, for the $600, I'm figuring if I spent $200 on this hair with the closure, that this, you know, I'd be happy if this lasted me a couple of years, or, you know, even if it lasted me a year, I'd still be pleased, because about every 3 months I go and buy this hair for a couple $100. So I think it'll be worth it. We'll see. I'll update you on that. So as far as the curl, flat iron, washing the hair, doing all of that, I will make another video once I get the wig made. I'm gonna color the hair. I bought some chocolate Color Brilliance hair color, and this is actually called Mochas. It's a 4WR-4.35, and it's going to be like a coffee brown or whatever. And I've used this before, and what I'm going to do is use this, and I'm going to highlight the edges just with the bleach to kind of contrast the dark color. And so we'll see how that works out. So I'll do that. I'm also going to bleach the knots on the lace front that I did get, and I'll give you the specs on that in 1 second. So I'll be doing all of that before I can tell you whether it dyes well, washes well, flat irons well, all of that, because I plan on doing the whole shebang. And blending, I won't know, because I'm going to have a closure, and I'll probably always wear a closure. Now that I've started wearing closures, I don't want to go back to having to blend. This is so easy, it's not even funny. So I think I'm going to stay with that. If anything changes, I'll let you know. The luster on the hair, very good luster. It's not too shiny. And then again, I'm going to wash it before I install it, because I need to color it. And So I'm gonna wash it and I'm gonna color it, which will make me have to wash it and condition it and do all of that. So I'll let you know how it washes, and if the curl, if it, these curls won't be the curl. This is not what it's gonna look like once it's been washed. It'll be more of a, it's a body wave, so it'll be more wave. They just do this, I think, to kind of set the wave in there. But once it gets wet, they're gonna fall and it's gonna wave. Oh, the smell. There is, I don't smell anything. It smells like the hair I buy in the beauty supply store from the package. The packaged hair. It smells like hair. I don't smell corn chips. Now, I have heard people say on YouTube that it smells like corn chips after you wet it. So we'll find out. Again, I'll be doing a washing and I'll be coloring it and washing it and all of that. So, all of that process may take the smell, any smell that may occur away. But at this point, it just smells like hair that I get from the beauty supply store. My phone cut off. I got a call. So back to it. I don't smell anything with the hair. Hair smells like beauty supply store hair that you get out of the package. And so we'll just see what happens once I dye it, color it, and wash it and condition it and all of that good stuff. All right, everybody. So here's my final look. I did receive my closure from her imports, but when I installed it, it was too dense. I mean, this one, and this is the one I bought at the beauty supply store, but this one is really natural and free-flowing and, just fits really well, blends really well with her imports hair. And it feels comfortable and feels good. But the closure that I got from her imports, it unfortunately was no bueno. It feels almost like straw. I colored it, I got it in, I bleached the knots. Now the lace on it, I must say, is like some Supreme super lace. It's very soft. It's even stretchy, kind of, and the closure structured well, but the feel of the hair and the blend of the hair with this hair, trying to get it to blend on my head, that wasn't working. This, I was able to, it took nothing, first try, I did the cap and it turned out on the other, and it could be my error on applying it to the cap because it's an inch wider. It's a 13 by 5, not a 13 by 4. That could make a big difference. However, when I went to make the cap, it made the cap really big and loose on my head. Could have been the cap. I'm gonna chalk it up to a few things because there's a few pieces of items that could have attributed to it not working out properly, but the cap was too big when I made it. The hair was very dense and not, this one I didn't have to do anything to it. When I installed it, it just worked out. It laid out fine, laid down fine, lace colored nicely, all of that. So with the other one, the lace colored nicely, but bleached nicely, but once I put it on the wig head and then put it on my head, it just seemed impossible right in the crown area right here to work with. So I started, I plucked for a long time around the face, and really couldn't get the best result. I got an okay result, but not the best. And then it was just super dense right here. So then I took the tweezers and started tweezing up here, and I'm gonna work with it because I need, it's $250 lace front, and I don't want to let it go to waste. I'm not gonna send it back. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. But in saying that, I'll keep you posted on that. This is the hair that the final look. And I am super, super duper pleased. It's great. It curls great, colored great. Here's the back. The back is, long and pretty. Looks and feels very natural. I think it's working out just great. So I think it's working out just great. So yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to give an update, show a final look, and the hair I believe is totally worth the money. The closures don't. I wouldn't waste my money on the closure. I paid $100 for this one at the beauty supply store, and it worked out way better. And even if those closures are made well, and in the end, after you've spent 3 hours prepping it, turn out better than this, then that's fine. But I couldn't imagine, because the hair just didn't feel all that great on it, and it could have been a bad closure or something like that. But it just seemed like it totally came from a different family than this. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm loving it. I'm never probably going back to a regular weave. This is the easiest. It's not easy, but it is, I mean, your hair is fully covered and, underneath, and it's just like wearing a weave. You're sewing a cap, a weave on a cap, and then putting the cap on your head. If you have a weave, you sew down your braids, or you do your braids, you sew down a net, and then you put the weave on top of that. Same thing. And this cap I'm using has holes in it, and it looks like a net. I'll take a picture and insert it right here. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for joining me. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you soon.